Hi guys, I have Mansi here with me and I'm just going to ask a few questions and get a little bit of her journey here in Ireland. So welcome Mansi and thank you so much for taking your time out here to just talk about your experiences and how everything was here for you in Ireland. So I'll start by your introduction. Can you just briefly describe where you from and how was your experience here in Ireland?
Yeah, so I'm Manasi. I'm originally from Pune, India, but I came here last year for my master's in project management from Smurfit. I'm just finished now last week, and I'm doing an internship with a startup here in Dublin. And yeah, that's all about me so far.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mansi. So I'll go straight into the questions, and I would like to ask you, what were your differences working in India and then to working here in Ireland? Briefly, in points, what do you feel are the major differences?
So primarily, I worked in India as a software engineer, and here I'm working as a junior product manager. So the field is same, the roles have differed, but I think the primary difference that I have noticed is the work culture here. It's much better, much easier to adapt to, and you're treated very, very nice and respectfully here. It's not as intense as in India because you were on constant hamster wheel in India where you have to prove yourself, do longer hours, work harder than everybody. And here, even if you're working hard, you're still treated very nicely, and the environment and general work culture is very nice here. So I really like that about the place, and I'm looking forward to be working here for a longer period.
We had a couple of people entering into the video as well.
Yeah, I hope that.
So we had some guests also to hear Mansi speak about her experiences. But I would like to say, when you came here, what were your expectations, and now how are you feeling right now regarding your job situation also? How difficult or how easy was it in Ireland?
So when I came here, I already knew that it was very tough to find a job or an internship, even if it's a paid or an unpaid, regardless of that. But when I landed here and I got an idea about the work culture in general, I think it's much more difficult than I thought it would be, and I already thought that it would be difficult. But if you plan correctly, start early, and just be strategic about your approaches and be clear on what you want to do, I think it will be about the time that you spend, and I'm sure you'll find the results eventually.
Okay, and so for your process of getting a job here in Ireland, what were the steps that you took that you were able to manage and get a job here in Ireland?
So I started very, very early, right after I landed. I wouldn't say I started my job hunt right away, but I immediately started my profile building, if that makes sense to you.
Perfect.
That included primarily LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is very popular here. You have to have a good LinkedIn, regardless of whether you're applying jobs on some website which is not that famous, or something that's out of the box. You still need a good LinkedIn, because the person who's evaluating your CV will directly go to LinkedIn. So that's what I started with. I went to a lot of networking events. I went to Deloitte, ServiceNow, and a lot more companies. You can find it on my LinkedIn. But yeah, I did a lot of networking events. I went to lots and lots of career fairs. I talked to same people in different career fairs to understand how they were strategic about the companies based on the universities or the generic career fairs that are happening. And I luckily went to an event happening in one of the companies, and there I got an opportunity to have a LinkedIn premium without any costs.
Perfect.
And even if that did not happen, I would have paid for it, because it's an asset, you need it.
Perfect.
But I luckily got it for a year, and I utilized it so well. I can confidently say that I did utilize it very, very well. So I wrote a lot of cold emails. I got in touch with a lot of recruiters, just saying that even if we don't have an opportunity, let's collect for a future collaboration in case you need a role. So this way, I was able to pop up in their feeds when they went out and searched for a skill, and my name was popping up. So that's an important thing that I did, and I think that's what got me an internship.
Those are very valid points, because even I keep telling people that cold emailing is such a good concept to just reach out and reach to as many people as you can. Networking is definitely a key inspired from or can learn from you regarding what can they do better to stick to a job or can better themselves in the career they're looking for here in life?
I think asking questions is very important, even if you think it's a stupid question. When I was just starting my internship with the company, the person I was reporting to said that no matter how stupid of a question, there is no such thing as stupid questions. Just ask as many as you can, as much as you can, and that helped me a lot. And I went to my office. I mean, I work from office and I work from home. So initially, I preferred going to the office because even if you don't have a lot of responsibilities in the beginning, you can absorb so much of knowledge in the beginning.
Absolutely.
So I would highly recommend going to the office if you have a hybrid work mode. That helps a lot. And another thing I would say is just keep enhancing. Keep working on something that can help you in the job, and that will help you stand out, because as you know, the job market is very, very cutthroat here, and you have to stay on top of things. So if you're constantly iterating yourself with new concepts, like right now prompt engineering is going on in the market, or cloud, as you mentioned. So those are the concepts. Even if you don't know a lot about it, just start. Starting is important, and then sticking to it. So consistently developing skills is also important. And yeah, I mean, that's also far.
Perfect. Again, very good points there. Mansi, when you were doing your masters, you probably would have come across a lot of people who were doing similar courses or were looking for jobs. Were there any examples where you can pinpoint, okay, they were doing something wrong here and they could have probably done it better to maybe have a difference, or maybe have gotten a job like yourself? Or what were your feedback like with all of the batchmates that you had?
The first thing just off the top of my head is, if you are a fresher, it's gonna be much harder for you to get into the market. Once you are in the market, whether you're a fresher or an experienced candidate, it would be easier to switch or just be in the market, because that first entry point is very important here. And if you're a fresher, it can be very difficult, but I would highly recommend on doing practical projects rather than just sticking to theory, because especially if you're coming from India, our academic culture is very experimentative, and you're always doing some coding or some project or some practical things. But here, even in university, everything is extremely research based. And if you're coming from an academic background, it can be very easy, very amazing. But if you're, well, I'm a software engineer, so for me at least, it was extremely difficult to stick to theory. I'm a very practical person, so it's a very big gap, and I would highly recommend that going to practical aspect of the course is very important rather than just sticking to theory. Because when you're sitting for an interview, they will obviously ask you what projects you have worked on, not what thesis you did or what paper you wrote during your time at the university. So I think that's one of the things, and leveraging your experience in a way that is expected in a job description is also very important, because ATS is going on everywhere right now. And even if you're an extremely skilled candidate and you're applying for a perfect job, which obviously happened with me as well, that I knew that this job is mine, I can do this 100%, but still my CV wasn't going through. And I think ATS is very important.
Perfect. And that gives me a lot more knowledge as well regarding if somebody approaches me regarding what are the key points and what is the difference, because I'm already in the market and there's so many things different when I was in the job market looking for jobs, and stuff has definitely changed over the years, that I can 100% say. So what are your key learnings from being doing your masters and then entering into the job market? Like, what are the key things that you can say that I've gained this and this has helped me so much that even right now, if I'm going to be in the job market again and look for jobs, I think these are the skills that I've learned and probably are much better if I was somewhere else?
That's a very good question, and I think I can confidently say that I have developed a skill of strategizing the job search. And I'm gonna say that LinkedIn. I could not emphasize enough. And LinkedIn is just not just about applying to jobs. It's about networking, in mailing, and 100 different things that you can do on LinkedIn. That's the most important thing. And the next is networking in general in person. Like going to career fairs, like I mentioned earlier, talking to the same people. So I was in this, I went to Deloitte once and I met a guy there. I connected with him, we chatted, I asked him ton of questions, and he was in the same consulting domain that I wanted to try. And so we chatted. Then he was in the same career fair that happened in my university. I met the same person again that was in the career fair that was happening in the city. And I think networking gives you a really big edge over the all other aspects. And I think starting early would be great. Don't wait till June and you're graduating in August and you're starting right away, because that would not be ideal basically. And you're coming here with so many hopes and dreams. It's always good to put in effort, and then at least you have the effort that you put in. There are going to be hundreds and hundreds of rejections that you have to go through, because before that one successful email, just be patient. Patience is the key, and planning.
Perfect. I think all very good points, Mansi. I would love to even discuss further on right now your role, and what are the key things that make you perfect in that role, or something, or someone who is aspiring to be in that role. What would be
so
the
I'm
key
working
skills?
as a product manager here, junior product manager. I worked as a product engineer in India on PLMs, different PLMs, Windchill, Teamcenter, Enterprise, PLM, everything. And right now I'm doing the proper product management role here. So we work on strategizing a particular product launch or end-to-end delivery, onboardings, things like that. And I think if you want to start in that particular domain, PLM would be a great start. There are a few certifications which would be a great start as well, which is PSPO or APMM certification as well. Those aren't mandatory, but that would definitely give you an edge, especially if you want to jump into the field without any experience. But I would highly recommend having some sort of experience, or at least internships, apprenticeships, external third-party projects as well. And just keep working, keep doing something relevant to this role that you want to achieve, and you'll get there eventually. It's just a process.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mansi. I think I really digged your brain on all of these questions, and we have a lot more information. I think a lot of people who are looking up to you, they probably have a lot of information as well. Thanks again. And
Thank you so much for having me. I have always admired you, and I'm so glad we can do this here. You have always been a great mentor in my life. I have always talked to you about all the things, bits, this contract, this role. So I'm really grateful for your time every day, every time when we talk and chat, and I'm really glad to see you as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and I'll leave you everyone with this. Hopefully this inspired a lot of people here in Ireland, and if you are looking out for all of the details, you can check my description. I'll tag everything. I'll tag all of the information that Mansi talked about. And yeah, see you. Ciao.
Bye-bye. Thank you.